My spoiled nephew broke my gaming setup during a tantrum. His mom said boys will be boys. I just smiled and said one sentence that made her face go white. I'd been saving for 2 years to build my dream gaming PC. Every paycheck, I'd put aside whatever I could. Skipped concerts, ate ramen more times than I'd like to admit, passed on trips with friends. But it was worth it. Custom everything. RGB lighting, dual curved monitors, mechanical keyboard, the whole setup. It was my sanctuary after long shifts at the hospital. My sister Jessica had been asking to bring her son over for weeks. She wanted him to see my place, maybe play some games. I'd been putting it off because 8-year-old Tyler had a reputation. Every family gathering ended with something broken and Jessica making excuses. But she caught me on a good day and I agreed. With one condition, I'd be there to supervise. Last Saturday, she texted me that morning. Running early, already at your building. Doorman let us up. I was still at work, covering someone's shift. I texted back that I wouldn't be home for another 4 hours and maybe they should wait. She sent back a thumbs up emoji. We'll just hang out and wait for you. Something felt off, but I had patience to see. I pushed the worry aside. When I finally got home around 6, I heard the TV blaring from outside my door. I walked in and froze. Both monitors were face down on the floor, screens completely shattered. My tower was on its side, dented on one corner. Cables were ripped out and scattered everywhere. My keyboard was missing keys. Even my chair was tipped over. Tyler was sitting on my couch eating chips, getting crumbs all over the cushions. He didn't even look up when I walked in. Jessica was next to him, scrolling through her phone. She glanced at me and shrugged, barely interested. Boys will be boys. You know how it is. He wanted to play Grand Theft Auto and you don't have it. Got frustrated. She said it like she was explaining why. He dropped a glass of water, not destroyed thousands of dollars worth of equipment. I just stared at the wreckage. 2 years of saving. Gone. She kept talking. Maybe next time keep your expensive stuff somewhere he can't reach it. This is kind of on you for leaving it out. Plus you should have games that are appropriate for kids if you're going to have them over. I didn't yell. Didn't even raise my voice. My hands were shaking, but I kept them in my pockets. I walked slowly to my bedroom, pulled out my laptop, and came back to the living room. Tyler was now jumping on my couch. Jessica was still on her phone. I sat down in my destroyed chair and opened my laptop, pulled up an app and started scrolling through footage. See, after someone tried to break into my building 3 months ago, I'd installed 2 security cameras, one facing the front door, one covering the living room. I'd honestly forgotten about them until that moment. Jessica finally looked up when she noticed me, watching something. What are you doing? I turned the laptop toward her, just reviewing some footage. Her face changed immediately. The annoyed expression melted into something closer to concern. What footage? The timestamp showed 2:47 p.m. Tyler was standing in front of my setup, and I watched him deliberately push the first monitor off the desk. It crashed to the floor. He looked back at Jessica, who was sitting exactly where she was now, and she laughed. Actually laughed. Then he pushed the second one. The video kept playing. 4 hours of footage. 4 hours of him tearing through my apartment while she sat on that couch. He'd also gotten into my kitchen, pulled everything out of the cabinets, made a complete disaster. She'd watched all of it. Not once did she get up. Not once did she stop him. I let the video play for another minute, then paused it, looked at her calmly. Her face had gone completely white. She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. That's when I smiled and said it, my voice steady and quiet. My insurance company is going to love this footage, especially the part where you're clearly supervising and doing nothing to stop property damage. She started stammering immediately. It was an accident. He's just a kid. You're overreacting. I'll pay you back. This is insane. Didn't say another word. Just closed the laptop. She grabbed Tyler and practically ran out of my apartment. I could hear her on the phone in the hallway, voice high and panicked. I sat there in the wreckage for a while, then sent the footage to my insurance company with a detailed claim. The adjuster called me back within 2 hours, said it was the clearest case of negligent supervision they'd seen, asked if I wanted to pursue the liability angle. I said I'd think about it. Jessica called our mom within the hour, told everyone I was suing her, that I was trying to ruin her life over an accident. I wasn't suing, but I also wasn't correcting her until that $3,000 check cleared.